Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. We'll start out giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, B'chai Kodash. Next, we'll give honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who will be a great example for us younger brothers in this truth. And a sincere action throughout the four winds, pushing this word in all truth, righteousness, and sincerity, and faith and in diligence to you. I say shalom. And I'm going to get into a quick lesson. I don't want Ratazah be edifying to the Lord's elect. Okay? Sit around being patient. Okay? Being patient. And when we in this thing, man, we go through trials and tribulations and, things that just might not be you wouldn't expect them to be on the menu today, or things that's taking a little bit more time than usual. Okay, but we have to keep in mind, man, that when we come to serve the Lord, we have to prepare our minds for temptation. So we have to keep in mind, man, we can be tried at any moment, man. The Lord can have a test come through any moment, any day, any second, and you just stuck to deal with it, man. Okay, whether you pass, whether you fail, either way it goes, you need to be prepared for it, man. Okay, it says, prepare thy soul for temptation. Verse 2, set thy heart aright. That word heart, going to the Hebrew word law, man. Let's go into the inner man, okay? That inner man, that inner voice in your mind, man, that no one can hear but the Most High Yahweh Shai, man, whose eyes is 10 times brighter than the sun, beholding the hearts of men, as it speaks in the Apocrypha as well. It says, set thy heart aright. And that comes by way of meditating on this word, man. Okay, first and foremost, Yahweh Shai has to give you the Kakwadash, the Holy Spirit, back to even understand, all right, the wisdom of the book, to even understand the mysteries, all right? So, and this is the only thing that's able to make your mind right, man, okay, because the scriptures is righteous, okay? He said, I shall behold his righteousness, man. Okay? And the Lord, that's these scriptures, man. Okay? The Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments and judgments can be found in the Holy Bible, man. Okay? And it says constantly endure. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. So you have to also endure this thing, all right? After the Lord give you, the Spirit and clean you up and, get you right, you have to endure it, man. And make not haste in the time of trouble. That's right, man. You cannot be making no rash decisions. You can't be, so quick to think of something, man. Okay? You just sometimes, you just have to endure it, man. Constantly endure it. And then when you letting it marinate, man, that's basically what you're doing, man. All right, you letting things, marinate in your mind, and you make it not haste in the time of trouble, man. Okay, you're setting your heart right, and you're enduring it, and you make it not haste, man. And that's gonna allow you to think better, man. Okay, it's gonna allow you to actually see what's in front of you and to know what you're dealing with in its entirety, man. So it says constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble, man. We seen how Jake get to moving too goddamn fast, especially in these damn movies, man. All right, Jake get to moving too fast, and all of a sudden they get caught up in the same bullshit that same the same bullshit that they called themselves coming up with, that they called themselves what's the word I'm looking for? Decision that cause and effect of the decision that they done made, man. Okay, whether you done threw away your whole life in jail because you done made a stupid decision, you made haste in a time of trouble, or you just fuck yourself over, man, on a position in line because you want to jump out of line, so you can go do this and that and the third. The line taking too long to move. Now it's your turn to be called. You can't get service. Well, you can't get the thing that you was being patient for in the beginning in the first place, right? So it's a constant endurance. It says cleave unto him, and we do that by what? Having faith in the Lord, man. Okay? Cleaving unto him is the faith of the Lord, man. Cleaving unto holding fast to what thou hast and what thou hast been taught, man. Prayer, fasting, okay, and patience, man. Okay, these things is we're not to depart, man, from. It says to cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So the Lord is going to get you through because you can cleave unto the Lord even though you couldn't really see the outcome of what's happening, but you have faith that the Lord is going to get you through it. That's cleaving unto the Lord. All right, and it says depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. The Lord give you an increase and a boost and in the spirit and whatever else the Lord gives you, man. The Lord gives the increase, right? So verse 4 says, for whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Why? Because it's only for a temporary moment, man. All right, it don't rain forever. It's raining somewhere though, but it's not raining forever, man. Okay, therefore, man, the sun gonna come back around eventually, man. The sunshine is gonna come. It's gonna warm up the days, and people are gonna be happy and out playing, and you hear sounds of joy, But you have to take it cheerfully, man. And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Cheerfully. Why? Because first and foremost, man, Yahweh, it's a good telltale sign. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is dealing with you, man. Okay. The scripture say, thinking no strange thing. Hold on. First Peter 4:12, beloved, speaking of the brothers that are in the faith, all right, the brothers that understand, all right, the beloved, all right, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. So don't think of it to be some strange thing, man, okay? Take it cheerfully because that's the Lord, man, putting that on you, man. It says, but rejoice. You see, you can't even make this up. That's why it says, take it cheerfully. Whatsoever brought upon thee, take it cheerfully. Verse 13, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Why? Because the Lord whom you've been serving, even though you have not seen, he's gonna show up in all his glory. All right, he's gonna all the words that you were prophesying in his name, he's gonna stand on it, make true, and he's gonna appear, and you're gonna be it's exceedingly joy, man. Meaning you're gonna be overjoyed. You're gonna be over happy. They got a term called overkill. Man, you're gonna be over happy, man. Overjoy. Because, man, hey, man, You know, man, the Lord has made good his word, especially when that tractor beam hit you. You know what I'm saying? That tractor beam hit you and you getting beamed up, man. Away from the missiles. You getting beamed up while the missiles dropping down. That's going to be exceeding joy right there, you know? But, hey, we have to be patient, man. Okay, we have to be patient. And we have to what? Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. All right, patience goes into suffer. All right, we must suffer these things, man. We must suffer what comes with this truth. You know, it says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace. Believe in him, and that's what the Lord wants. Let's not skip over that. For gold is tried in the fire, man. All right, why they put gold in the fire? Purify it. You have to understand you got to break it down. What the scriptures try to say, for gold is tried in the fire. Well, that's how you purify your gold, through the heat, man. Okay, the fire just burning up all those impure ass metals and things that's not gold. It's gonna burn up, and it's gonna be consumed with the fire, man. Okay, those are the impurities, the demons, the ways of the world, philosophies, whatever it might be that got you in this state. The gold is gonna be burnt off, man, when it get put in that fire, man. That fire of adversity, right? It says the furnace of adversity, Salaki. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and the acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. See, you got likened unto gold, man. Okay, they liken men unto gold. It says, as gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of affliction. So the fire and the furnace of affliction are the same thing, man. So to speak. It's designed to do the same thing. Burn the impurities off your ass, man. All right, so verse 6 says, what? Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way right, and trust in him. All right? Because, what else do you have? All right, I'm not going to make this lesson long. Lord willing, to be a quick hick and edifying and straight to the point. We got this one already. Let's get this. It's 1 Peter 1:7. It says, let's start at verse 6. It says, let's start at the top. Starting at verse. Oh, no, here it is. It says, 1 Peter 1:6, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season. Right, a season is what? Let's look that up. We know a season ain't forever. Boom, it's beautiful. Season says a period, active period, time of the year, spell, or a term, phase, or a stage. Right? It says, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, right, for a certain amount of time, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations. Verse 7, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perishes. So even though it was likened unto the process of gold, the trial of your faith, the trial of your faith is way more precious than gold. You can put a man that's in the furnace of adversity and the gold, and put them both in the fire. One of them in the furnace of adversity. A man in the furnace of adversity, and the gold in that actual fire. And that man that come up out of that fire, it's pure. After that, just like that gold that come up out of that fire is gonna be pure. Hey, that man gonna be worth way more. All right. It says, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Hamashiach Yahushua. All right. So we have to understand, these furnace of afflictions, these manifold temptations, all of these things is leading up into that day, man, where, Lord willing, we might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Hamashiach Yahushua when he crashed those clouds, man. All right, and comes back in that fathership, man, to beam the elect up, man, and destroy this world, right? We want to be found into praise, first fruits, to enjoy this wonderful kingdom, this wonderful and regal kingdom that the Lord is going to bring to his people, his royal people, man, his lineage, right? All right, the first fruits, man, are the elect, man. Okay, they're going to be the first one to enjoy the fruits of the kingdom, first fruits. Enjoy the kingdom, man. And so we have to keep that in mind, man, throughout these trials, man. Hey, the kingdom, really. Be patient, be cheerful, take it cheerful, because the kingdom is right around the corner. All right. The trial of your faith is putting the savings up, or putting the money in the spiritual, the spiritual treasure house, right? You storing up in the treasure house, and hey man, your account is gonna soon over exceed, right? It's gonna over exceed the limit. Basically, man, you're gonna have enough funds in the account to make it, for lack of better terms, which we already know that the only ones that are gonna make it is the elect, man. Okay, they are the ones that are predestined for the foundation of the earth. Also, the only ones that will be storing faith for a treasure, So, Lord willing, this has been edifying. I'm gonna close out, giving infinite honor and praise and glory unto the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Next up, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, rule well, being a great example for us younger brothers in His truth. Intercessor and throughout the four winds, pushing His word in all truth, righteousness, sincerity, faith, and diligence to USA